Welcome back, everybody. So, I think a lot of things in my life have improved over the last, I guess since starting adulthood or whatever we're calling this. And I mean, yeah, it's been a few years, and I think every year things improve, and I kind of get smarter, and I can feel my brain expanding or whatever. And just because I make a decision that's better for me, does not mean things are better right away. And this is shown in many fields, such as changing jobs. And maybe I hated my old job, but maybe I was there for a little bit and maybe I had better pay. And then I started a new one and I don't know the people there and I have to meet them and I have to get used to the job. But long term, it's better. And a big one that really, can affect a lot of people, mentally and emotionally, and, definitely has for me is the idea of cutting off friends that are bad for you. And I had to do that with quite a few people. I realized that quite a few were using me or were just doing me dirty. The ones they're like, oh, let's hang out here. And then they, cancel on you last minute. Time after time after time after time. Yeah. Those types of people, the ones who, oh, can I borrow this money and then never pay you back? The ones who really just don't care too much about you. And, maybe they're in a bad spot or maybe they just view you as less. You never know. Maybe they're not bad people, but you're just not the right fit. And so, yeah, I had to cut off quite a few people. And who knows, maybe I'll have to cut off more in the future. That's a normal process that a lot of people have a hard time, doing. I've noticed a lot of people tend to kind of stay with their friends that they've had for such a long time. Maybe it's been middle school, maybe it's been elementary, maybe it's been high school, maybe it's been their old job, and they stay with these people who are their friends because they're comfortable. Oh, we get on Xbox, oh, we go hang out, we go eat, but that person tends to be bad to them. But at least that person fills up their time. And I found myself doing that. I used to be in a friend group that was just really bad to me. And when I first got my car, they're like, let's go out. And I, go out and I was the only one with the car. And I drive and I do this and I pay for gas. And, sometimes I pay for food for everyone because, I was like one of the only ones working. And, I understand it, we were all younger. But as soon as I didn't have a car, no one wanted to talk to me. And I've stayed friends with those people for quite a few years and they never changed. Even to turning into young adults, most of them didn't change. Actually, quite a few of them got worse. And getting rid of that friend group was a hard time for me. That was a hard time in my life. And recently I've had to get rid of more people. And when I tend to do it, it's kind of like I'm opening my third eye or something, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not. What am I doing? I spend my time with these people, and so I cut off a few, and I'm like, yeah, I feel better now. And there are times when I do feel worse, and I'm like, God, I wish I could have hung out with this person right now, or I could have been doing this with this person right now, or I could have been, there was one friend who I'd go to the movies with quite a bit, or yeah, I mean, we went to sporting events, we did this, we did that, and I just realized how poorly he treated me, how much money he owed me, and that he just was bad towards me. And I found out he talked bad about me, and he hung out with my friends behind my back and didn't tell me, and then I'd find out from someone else. All these different things. And I was like, yeah, I cannot really have that in my life right now. And not only, I mean, it's bad and it's exhausting because you're like, why do I suck? And maybe you don't suck. Maybe they just suck. And it's just hard to say because each situation is different. And you have to sit there and you have to say, is this person a positive toward me or are they a negative? And like I said, someone could be a negative about being a bad person, but maybe they're just bad towards you, or maybe y'all just don't clash well. Maybe y'all used to clash well, and maybe you just don't anymore. Maybe you just clash. And so, yeah, you have to remove these people. You can't just stay comfortable. You can't just stay in the same spot. You can't just be like, well, yeah, we go fishing sometimes, we go eat, but every time you go out with them, you feel exhausted, or every time you go try and go out, it's a fight. It's these things. And I've had bad moments where, I'm not being the best person and people have cut me off. And I understand. And that's okay. Now, should you talk to these people beforehand if you're really that close? Yeah. But cutting off people is normal and it's good. And I don't know, there's some cringe quote that is so like ironic at this point. It's like, I if when I cut my grass and the snakes run or whatever, like I'd rather have cut grass with no snakes than tall grass with snakes or whatever. Basically saying like I don't want, snakes around me in my grass or whatever. Whatever it is, man. Or there's another one. I'd rather eat. a pizza on the side of the road with my best friend than sit at a table full of rats eating a fine dinner. Whatever those cringe quotes are with like the I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Those Facebook quotes, but they have some truth to them. I would genuinely rather sit here and have a few good friends than have, way more that do me dirty and exhaust me mentally and are bad for me. And the thing is that a lot of people hold on to these friends from, early on in their life, or, yeah, I mean, just people who are bad to them, because it's hard to go out and talk to people. It's hard to make friends, especially in the age of the internet. You think it would connect us closer. I mean, it does in ways like memes or movies, but in really ways of connecting, making connections, having community, no. And so it's hard to do that. But I know in the future when I get a new job, or, when I move to a new town, I will make new friends. And I'll make great friends. And I'll probably make more people I have to cut off. So I know that, the universe is setting me in this direction. And maybe it's best I don't have a ton of friends right now. And maybe it's best I kind of learn that I just need to, be more confident in myself and spending time alone, or spending time with the people who truly care about me, because I do have those people. And it's better to spend time with them and to really respect them and to really care about them than to give your time to people who just don't care about you. I would rather have fulfilling time with people who care about me than empty time with people who don't. And that means something. So yes, it's okay to cut people off. I know it's hard. It's honestly scary because then it's like, wow, I'm alone. Especially if you've known someone for so long. I mean, I'm had cut off people who I know for like over a decade. Like it's rough. And so yeah, really think about it. Think about how someone's treating you. Are they doing it over and over and over, or was it a one-time mistake? Talk to them and go from there. More people come along. You'll meet better people. You'll make better friends, and it'll be okay. And it's okay to be lonely sometimes. Try and find things that you like to do. And like I said, spend time with the people who truly care about you. Yeah, it's been a tough time for me sometimes with that. And so, yeah, I know that the changes I made are better for the long term and honestly better for the short term. But sometimes, I sit back and I go, dang, that sucks. It's like a few weeks ago when I talked about how I have a new, better job now, and I got some nostalgia from my old job because I had some bad days at work. And then I thought back to my old job and I was like, dang, that really just sucked. But I was just thinking of something else because I was having a bad day. I was thinking of something, oh, that's better. No, it's not. I'm happier without bad people around me. Who cares that I got to play Fortnite with them? I'm happier now. And I'm happier not having to deal with them being exhausting or bad towards me. So, yes, if someone's being bad towards you, cut them off. It's better for you, it's better for your time, and it's better for everything. Let me know what you think. Was this okay? I feel like it was a little all over the place. I just think it's an important message. It's been a big deal for me. This really helped me move forward in my life multiple times over. I've dealt with quite a few crappy people. A lot of people do. It's okay to realize that. And sometimes you might think you're the problem. If you are, really think about it. Think about what you're doing. I've been the problem before. And if you are, work on yourself. And if you're not, get them out of there. You got it. Subscribe.